Okay, Peanut, here we are comparing you to Pudge Rodriguez. Couple of catchers, Peanut and Pudge, right-handed hitters, and we've got some good things going on in your swing, and we've got some things that are not as good as they can be. So let's take a look. Here's your swing in full speed. And the first thing I want you to notice is how much down you go to swing. So you start with your eyes on this plane, just about, and look where you are at contact. I mean, that's a lot of vertical movement for your head. Okay, here you are in the stance, and then you really go down. So I don't mind the eyes moving forward to contact, but you don't want to change planes up and down so much. Okay, so let's move on. There's two big things I want to show you here. Pudge, stop swinging. Okay, so let's compare you to him. Here you are in the stance. Like a lot of young hitters, your bat is too flat for my taste. I would rather you have it up. Notice the bat angle in relationship to the ground. He's got a tall bat and you've got a very flat bat. So that's an easy adjustment. Let's move on. Negative move, you do a really good job. You're in a pretty good position to hit here. This angle is maybe a little bit too forward. You'll see where that becomes an issue here in a minute. You've got the hands back. You've got the weight inside the back foot. So those things are good. I'd like to see a little bit more of this downward angle. You want the front shoulder to be down, and yours is very level here. So if you could get that front shoulder down a little bit more, yours is pretty flat. Pudge has a little more of an attacking posture, plus there's an inward turn. You can see it from the other angle behind or in front better, but you're pretty square with your shoulders to the pitcher and a little bit of, not with the hips, but with the shoulders, a little bit of an inward turn with the shoulders is excellent, and you don't have that here as you're getting ready to hit. Okay, so now let's go forward to toe touch. That's the point where your front foot hits the ground. First of all, Pudge's front foot is going to land more at a 45-degree angle, where yours is completely closed. So it'd be good if you would open that front toe. Your hands have started to drop here. Notice how high his hands are in relationship to his shoulders. He's got his hands above his neck. Your hands have already dropped slightly below your neck. All right. As you advance a little bit here, a couple of frames to where your front foot hits the ground, you can see those back, you can see the hands really dropping. And so just notice, here we are, you're completing your positive move. This is where your front heel hits the ground, except you're not completing your positive move. We want you to. We want you to hit against that front leg. But yours is accepting too much of the weight. So you're going to continue forward here. I'll get to that on the next frame. But look how low your hands are compared to Pudge here. And it would be great if you would keep your hands up longer. You're keeping them back very well, but you're not keeping them up. Now as we go forward, I want to show you frame by frame. Look at your body as it's moving forward. Your whole body after heel plant is still moving forward. Let me show you that even better because this is a big deal. Okay, so let's go back to heel plant. For both hitters, I'm going to show you Pudge as well. Okay, and you know what, just to make this point a little better, I'm going to draw a circle around your head. I'm going to draw a circle around his head. Again, you're both at heel plant right now. This is where your front foot sticks into the ground. Okay, now watch what happens as we go forward to connection. His head stays in the circle. Bat lag, his head stays in the circle. Contact, his head's still in the circle. extension, his head's still in the circle. Okay? If anything, he moves back a little bit. Look how far forward you're moving. Okay, look, he's rotating around an axis. Once that front heel plants, look at his front leg. Okay, and he's generating a ton of torque. Look how hard he's hitting into that front. That rotation against his front leg is causing his foot to put all the weight against the outside, the left side of his foot. And that's because of all the force he's generating. Okay, so I really want you to also notice in this follow through this right here, your front arm angle. It's got quite an angle, 139 degrees. Okay, you'll see Pudge at extension. I've got a lot going on here. Let's see if I can get us back. Here you are, contact. And you want to get an extension, a V in the arms. Okay, see this V in the arms? Straight line here, another straight line here. Okay, now as he goes into the follow through, he keeps those straight arms. Yours is completely bent there with a big angle. Okay, if you find your rhythm, then you're going to get rid of that angle in your front arm and your follow through. Okay, so let's look at where it starts to go wrong, to be honest with you. At toe touch, you're in pretty good shape. Heel plant, the hands are starting to drop, but it's as you swing and allow your weight to go forward, and then that front elbow bends, I think because your hands are so far forward here. Here we are before contact, and look how far forward your hands, you're not connected. You don't have your upper body and your lower body in sync with each other. Your hands are really far forward here for this point in your swing. So you want to keep your hands up and back. Let the ball come to you. Try to straighten out that bottom hand, that left arm after contact. See that huge bend in the arm right there? And it stays there all the way through your contact. I'm sure you can feel that. This is a consistent swing for you. I've seen this before. It's not just a one-time thing that happened to be on this one that we caught on film. Okay, in the follow-through again, just look at the position. He rotated around an axis here, and all of your weight has left and gone out front. Okay, so that's some stuff to work on, Peanut. You've already got an excellent swing, but if you can keep your hands back and learn to hit against a firm front side and get this to at extension just after contact, hit against a firm front straight leg instead of accepting all this weight into your front foot, you're going to be a much better hitter. If you have questions, ask me. I would love to see you start working on this adjustment